Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to Cataclysm Classic, and the beginning of an entirely new journey. Recently I started playing on an EU account, and for me, for my schedule, for my lifestyle, I kind of decided that playing on an EU account would allow me to play during prime time of the server. During times that I play, I typically play a lot throughout the daytime hours, and I live in the United States, so, you know, a lot of people are at work, not as many groups go out, not as many raids go out. And finally I decided that if I wanted to raid in Mist of Pandaria, or even in the later tiers of Cataclysm, that I'd probably be better off doing that on the EU servers. So here we are on Firemaw EU, which is one of the biggest servers in the EU from what I understand for Cataclysm. And we are going to be starting up a Dwarf Shaman. The plan for this character is that it will heal and or DPS dungeons. And, you know, hopefully one day step into the harder 5-man content and into raids. Thank you guys for being here and for clicking on the video. If you end up enjoying the content, leaving a like really helps me out immensely, especially with this being in episode 1. So I really appreciate those that do. We're starting off here in the Dwarven lands. We have a Rockjaw Trogg invasion that we are going to deal with. As you can see, they're running in from all sides. We have our auto attack, and we have lightning bolt. If we want to get tags here, we'll probably be doing a little bit of auto attacking. These guys are doing a good job of killing them before they get close. Maybe we should venture a little bit further out. Yeah, we'll fight some of the ones down here. And if you're new here, firstly, thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate that. And secondly, I play World of Warcraft a little bit differently than a lot of people on the internet play World of Warcraft. And that is that I like to take my time. I like to make it kind of an immersive experience. I like to have the music and the ambient sounds turned up. And I just like to kind of get into things. So we're going to work on professions as we level up. I haven't really decided if I want to do herbalism, alchemy, or if I want to do leatherworking and skinning. They are both appealing for different reasons, especially with this being a new account. I have nothing. We're starting completely from scratch. We have no transmog, we have no mounts, we have no gold, we have no bags, we have nothing. It really truly is a fresh run on this new EU account. So yeah, it should be a good time. Professions are going to be an important part of it. I'm kind of thinking that I would like to go herbalism alchemy. Herbalism alchemy, I think, is a really good long-term profession if we're talking about like endgame and being able to make our own flask, our own potions, stuff like that. Leatherworking probably also has benefits as well. But I think with herbalism alchemy, not only will we be able to make our own stuff, there's probably a decent market for selling those kinds of things at max level. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should we go herbalism, alchemy, or should we go skinning, leatherworking? I'd love to hear from you. It looks like we're taking leather. Still early on. Alright, listen up. I know a thing or two about trogs, and one of those things is that the biggest, strongest trogs get the most respect. The brutes value strength over anything else. You see those great big trogs sitting back in the front lines? They're the closest they have to what you'd call a leader. Go take a few out and show them what it means to mess with the sons and daughters of Ironforge.
Keep your feet on the ground.
We did hit level 2.
What can I do for you?
Aid the wounded. Unlike Joran, I've no need of your blade, but I do need someone with a steady hand and a bit of courage. Our mountaineers are trained to protect the village from the odd wolf attack, not an all-out Trogg invasion. Many of our best have succumbed to wounds and exhaustion, and I need your help bandaging them up.
See you soon.
Well met.
What can I do? What's on your mind?
Welcome. Hello.
And with this being in episode 1, guys, let me know how the audio is. A lot of you guys know how I like it. I really do like the music and ambient sounds to be in the forefront, as long as they're not overpowering everything else.
Great to meet you. Safe travels. Great to meet you. Safe travels. How are you?
We appreciate your help out there, but there may be a place where they need you even more. Due to the Trog attacks, not to mention that massive earthquake we just had, we're putting all civilians on lockdown inside Anvilmar, just up the hill to the northwest. Go and talk to my wife Jonah inside Anvilmar. I'm certain she's in need of an able-bodied lass such as yourself.
Be good.
Great to meet ya. Off with ya. Watch your back. Keep your feet on the ground.
I don't know how anyone expects to get any work done around here if we don't have any ale. Our beer level here in Anvilmar is dangerously low. Lucky for us, we've stowed some backup kegs for just an occasion. West of Anvilmar, along the valley's northern border, you'll find kegs of Stormhammer Stout and Theramore Pale Ale. Just to the east of here, you'll find a stash of Nomrebrew. Nomrebrew? That's my personal favorite.
Be good.
Alright, do we have any junk to vendor? No, we don't.
Interest you on a pint?
Are you into archaeology? We've an exciting opportunity right outside our front door. All the shaking from today's seismic event has knocked a number of artifacts loose from the soil around our encampment. Survey along the valley's northern border and you should find all sorts of treasures. Bring some back to me and perhaps we can study them together.
Watch your back.
Level 2, I don't think we get our quest for our next ability to level 3. I always forget how differently Cataclysm handles skills and talent points from regular Classic era.
Prepare yourselves. The bells have tolled. Shelter your weak, your young, and your old. Each of you shall pay the final sum. Cry for mercy. The reckoning has come!
It's the Headless Horseman event.
How are you?
The sky
Off
is
with
dark. The fire
Watch your
burns.
back.
You strive in vain as fate's
your feet on
wheel
the ground.
turns.
If we're going to be on lockdown for any extended period of time, we're going to need some food and some blankets to keep the wee ones warm. Would you mind heading outside and gathering up some supplies? You'll find that a few of the small boars actually have some healthy-sized haunches good for eating. We'll also need some pelts from the young wolves.
Be good.
I don't see any small dwarfs here.
Talk to me. Be good. Off with you.
The Trog village to the southwest suffered similar damage to ours. One would assume logically that there would be some Trog artifacts sticking out of the ground too. Unfortunately, it looks like most of the artifacts have already been scooped up by the Trog scavengers. Please go see if you can find some way to get them back. Believe it or not, knowledge about Trogs may eventually lead to further knowledge about the mighty dwarves.
Watch your back.
And then I think we should also
What's on your mind?
be visiting our trainer. Yes, this rune was given to me to pass on to you. Take some time and read it when you have the chance.
Off with you.
Or let's just go talk to the trainer.
Hello. See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground.
Excellent, let us begin. The first skill you will learn is that of the Primal Strike. The Primal Spirits, when called upon, will strengthen your arm and deliver a mighty blow. Helpful, isn't it?
Be good.
Very helpful.
What's on your
Do I actually have to learn it from you? Yes.
safe travels?
And then we have to go slap some target dummies with it.
The town still burns. A cleansing fire. Time is short. I'll soon retire.
I wonder if there's any way I can mute just the Headless Horseman. That would be amazing. I think the only thing I can do is turn off dialogue, and I don't really want to turn off all dialogue. That would be a bummer. Then again, the Headless Horseman would probably get annoying after a while. Alright, target dummies are back down here.
warrior. See you soon. Fire consumes. You've tried and failed. Let there be no doubt. Justice prevailed!
let's go ahead and we'll kill one more enemy and we'll get the level.
Here there. Off with you. Be good.
Hi. Keep your feet on the ground. Be good. Watch your back. Off with you.
You've done us a great service here, but I'm afraid I've got to send you off elsewhere. Grellin Whitebeard, a good friend of mine, has put in word that he may need some reinforcements near the troll camps to the southwest. Follow the road westward, you should find him soon enough.
Watch your back.
Do we have any abilities to train at level 4? Let's go check. I think I saw a Strength of Earth totem pop up.
Well met. Safe travel.
Not sure what the sound effect is every time I click on it. Might be add-on related. It might be add-on related. Emulate swipe gesture.
Be good.
You got my attention. Off with you.
If anybody knows what add-on is making that noise, I would love to know.
What's on your mind?
It seems to happen every time we
Off with you.
center in. You know, we could do a couple of tests. I could disable dialogue UI and that could rule that out. What other add-ons do I not need? Basically need everything else. Let's just do a quick test.
I've the finest.
Yeah, it's something to do
Watch your back.
with dialogue UI.
Here there.
Alright, I like dialogue UI a lot, but until I figure out why it's making a strange noise, I'm probably going to leave it disabled for now.
Great to meet you. Keep your feet on the ground. See you soon.
The trolls are acting up more than usual, I'd say. We've seen them put together war plans before, but this time it's different. What matters most, however, is the continued protection of Anvilmar. I have no intention to let these trolls flank Anvilmar while its attention is turned towards the Trogs. Go thin the ranks a bit, they need to know that we're still not without defenses.
Keep your feet on the ground.
You got my attention. Watch your back. What's on your mind?
Need assistance?
Alright, and we need to retrieve Felix's tools.
Alrighty then.
So we're looking for items, we are scouting different areas, and we are taking out Frostmane whelps. I feel like we have to let some of this dialogue play out to scout the area. Yeah, there we go.
Pleased to meet you. Be seeing you. Off and away. Alrighty then.
Well met. Be good.
What do we want here? Let's take... We could take a two-handed mace. We don't really need the shield.
Safe travels.
Not in Cata era.
Aye. Off with you.
And eventually we'll probably end up with a staff. Kind of surprised that Shaman can equip two-handed maces in Cata.
What's on your mind?
Ice and fire. Soren did well to send you out on recon. That's some good information you have right there. Trouble is, this just adds more work for us to do. The trolls, confused as they are right now, still would like to kick the dwarves right out of Coldridge, and I'm certainly not going to let some fiery demon turn our snowy valley into a mountain lake. The troll leader, his servants, and the fire creature should all be in the cave to the southeast. Take them all out.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Fair enough. Seems kind of important for a level 4 adventurer to be taking care of that, but who am I to argue? Looks like we get Earth Shock at level 5. That's going to be nice to have another button to push. Wow, he actually got us down pretty low on HP. We probably should have popped Stone Form. We don't have any heals yet at this level in Cataclysm era, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure in Vanilla you start off with a basic heal, which could have helped us out there a little bit. I don't know what this is or why I have it, but there we go. Pinchy the Plunderer. Maybe this was like a plunder storm thing.
What can I do for you? See you soon. Safe travels.
The presence of a fire elemental here in Coldridge is no small matter. That earthquake did more than just upset a bunch of trogs. It changed the world enough to tear a gash into the elemental plane. We should submit a report to Ironforge. You wouldn't be willing to take a trip, would you? Don't worry, I have a feeling that you'll do just fine. Talk to Hans Springsprocket by the tunnel on the eastern edge of the valley. He'll point you in the right direction.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Alright, well first we're going to head back to Anvilmar and we will train level 5.
How are you? Safe travels.
So in Cataclysm era, Earthshock does damage, it does not interrupt. It does reduce the melee and ranged attack speed of the enemy by 20%.
Good day to you. Alrighty then.
A trip to Ironforge. To Ironforge? Well, first you'll need to go through Keranos, and before that, you'll have to go through this tunnel. The tunnel that just collapsed. Did you see that? How the whole cave just crumbled like that? I guess it's good that you got here when you did and not a minute earlier. While this development makes my job monitoring the cave entrance much easier, I imagine it makes it a lot harder for you to get to Keranos. I have an idea. The Nomergon Airmen have a flight path not far from here. I'll send up a signal and they should be here to help.
Very good. Hi, how are you? Off and away. Very well then.
Alright, we have a few things in Anvilmar that we need to collect before we get going. We need a beer flagon for the ride, we need a wolf hide cloak to keep us warm, and we need some leftover boar meat because we hunger. And we have another quest here. Don't forget about us.
Keep your feet on the
You're
ground.
leaving? Make sure to stock up before you head out. More importantly, please speak to Theric Blackstone once you arrive in Keranos. Tell him what has happened here in Coldridge and that we could use some assistance. Hopefully he'll be able to arrange something for us.
Be good.
Either that or he'll have his own problems. We are looking for some items over this way. There's the leftover boar meat.
to meet you. Be good.
Honored, I'm sure. Off and away.
I figured that while we're flying to Keranos, I'd give you some data about what's going on outside of Coldridge Valley. Okay. It seems you Coldridge folks are dreadfully underinformed about the events of the last few days. If you thought you had problems with trolls in Coldridge, wait till you get to Keranos. That big cataclysm got the trolls all stirred up out here. And if you look to your left, you'll see that the gnomes have retaken Gnomergon. Hooray for us. There's plenty else going on out here too. We've opened up the path to the airport. There's rumors of dark iron in the east. Oh, and I think something weird is going on with that Dwarf King, Magni. Might want to check it out. And here we are. Welcome to Keranos. Watch your step on the way out.
On a pint. Watch your back.
Alright, obviously there are a ton of quests to pick up. Let's go see what we've got. The Perfect Stout. This is the 7 Shimmerweed.
Be good.
And so the way I'll handle the questing is if it's a new quest or something like plot related, I'll probably continue to read them. If it's a reused quest from Classic Era that we've done a million times, and it's just like recontextualized or the NPC has been moved, and then I probably will just check out the objectives. This guy has Frostmane Aggression. The Cataclysm is throwing the balance of power in Dunmorrow into question. Without warning, a wave of trogs emerged from the caves near Gnomergon and overran the Frostmane trolls. The trolls have been migrating east ever since. There has always been a Frostmane presence up on Shimmer Ridge to the northwest, but with the migration, the trolls now surround us. We can't allow the trolls to use this position to their advantage. While my men hold the line in the east, strike against the Shimmer Ridge. Looks like we have the flight point already. What flight points do we have?
Talk to me.
We start with a bunch of flight points. I don't remember that from original Cataclysm. Yeah, we start with all the flight points, even down to get to Goldshire, and we might do some questing out of Goldshire. I don't know how much zone hopping we'll do or how much zone hopping we'll have to do. We don't have Joyous Journeys, we don't have heirlooms. So we may have to do a little bit of zone hopping, we'll see. Beer-basted boar ribs. This one we're familiar with. We need some boar ribs. What else do we have? I also think Questy is slightly confused about the location of some quests. It doesn't look like there's like a depot. There used to be Steel Girl's Depot that had some quests. It looks like those have been moved. We do have the Candy Bucket quest. I forgot about this. In Cataclysm, you get free XP basically from just visiting the inns. So there we go. There's a treat and 253 XP. And let's go ahead and set our Hearthstone here.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And I think this is going to be a good place for us to take a break for today. Guys, thank you so much for being here and for hanging out, especially if you're still watching. I really appreciate the support. Let me know, you guys, what you'd like to see for like the focus on this character. We could focus on questing and professions. We could focus on dungeons and professions. We could have a balanced mix of all of those things. And if we do like a balanced mix, then I'll probably, once we're in level range, I'll probably try to do like one dungeon an episode with a questing focus and profession focus outside of that. And also on the topic of professions, let me know if you'd like to see leatherworking skinning, or if you think herbalism alchemy is the way to go. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.